Hello core engineering family. In this video we are going to discuss about the one of the most important equipment which is used in our industry, that is cell and tube heat exchanger. You will have seen that in our industry that there are cell and tube heat exchanger or simply heat exchanger we used for our special purposes, right? For cooling, for heating purpose, or to generate steam. Sometimes that we use the heat exchanger. The word heat exchanger, what is the meaning of it? What is the cell and tube heat exchanger? We are going to discuss in this video, right? So here what we will discuss, first of all we will discuss that what is a heat exchanger, what is basically a cell and tube heat exchanger, right? What are the equipments of the cell and tube heat exchanger, means what are the components of the cell and tube heat exchangers, like tube seat here, right? Then tube bundles, baffles, right? And what is the purpose of it, right? We will discuss about the what is the purpose of the each equipment here. Got it my point? So you will see that in an industry, whether you are like in refinery, in fertilizer, in chemical industry, in any type of the industry, this is a very basic heat equipment, you can say a basic mechanical equipment which is everywhere. You will see the heat exchanger. Mainly what is the use of it? The main purpose of the heat exchanger is that it simply save your energy. It simply save your energy, or it is used to cool the fluid, right? It depends on your application, or hot the fluid. Let's suppose if there is a one application where what do you want? We want to cold your process fluid. So what you will do? You will simply from one side you will provide the cooling water, and from the second side and from the other side you can say there will be the hot fluid. So what will happen that after the one time your cooling water will be hotter and your process fluid will be colder. Same vice versa in this case, right? Okay, so that is the different thing, but initially let's understand about this heat exchanger, that is a straight tube heat exchanger. Now what is the meaning of cell and tube? So cell means the outer cover, you can say simply, right? Means let's suppose this one is your cell, right? Outer cover. Let's suppose if there is one cylinder, right? There is one cylinder. Let's suppose this is your cylinder, and within that cylinder there are so many tubes. So this will be your cell. In our case this is our cell. In our case this is our cell, means this inner area. Are you getting my points? This hollow cylinder, if you consider it cylinder, so simply this hollow cylinder will be your cell. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? Okay. So what will happen here from the cell side, means there will be the one like two entry and exit point in a cell, okay, from where the fluid will be in, okay, the cell side fluid in, and here you will also see that the cell side fluid out, means from the cell the fluid will be in or out. Okay, are you getting my point? From where? From the hollow cylinder. Please try to understand it, right? So this is our cell, means from one side your fluid will be in or fluid will be out. Are you getting my point? Okay, let's suppose from this cell side the vapors are coming and vapor will be out from the cell side. Now this is the tube side, the tube side in and tube side out, tube side in and your tube side are out. Now see here, there are so many tubes, okay, there are so many tubes. So what will happen, that the fluid will go from here and it will enter from the, means it will travel into the tube, and as it will travel into the tube then it will come out from here and finally it will come out from here, means this is the entry point and this is the exit point, right? Now let's assume that there is the cooling water. There is the cooling water in and your cooling water out. I hope you understood that what is the tube side and what is the cell side, right? Let's see here, this one is your tubes, okay, these are the holes of the tube. So what will happen that the cooling water will be will be enter from here. So this entire means these tubes are completely closed. Okay, this is one tube, right? This is one tube. Then same, there is the second tube like that. Same, there is the third tube like that. So it will be connect from here, means your water will come from here and it will be go or out from here. So this is the your entire tube. So what will happen that your fluid will be come from here, means it will be enter from here and will be exit from here, right? So this is the one thing that how the fluid will be, means how the your one fluid will be go from the tube side and out from the tube side, and same how your cell side fluid will be in and out. Are you getting my points? Okay, so that's how what happens that your fluid, means at one side the hot fluid will be enter, and from the second side, from the tube side, the cold fluid will be enter, and what will happen that simply heat transfer will be occur, and then the energy will be transferred, and one fluid will be colder and the second fluid will be hotter, right? So that's how the cell and tube heat exchanger or any exchanger works. Now that flow can be parallel flow, that flow can be your parallel flow or counter, right? That could be counter current flow or parallel flow. Parallel flow is also known as the co-current flow. Okay, what is it means? It means that your hot fluid direction will be this and your cold fluid direction will be this, and in counter current flow your hot fluid direction will be this and your cold fluid direction will be this. So in this case the heat transfer is better. In this case the heat transfer rate is better or heat transfer quality is better, simply you can say. That is a different thing we will discuss in our upcoming videos. So I hope you understood about the how the tubes and cells are arranged, right? Now let's discuss about the what is the tube seat. Okay, that is very important, because I have seen that students do not know much about it. If you know about the components of the heat exchanger, then simply you can understand it, then simply you can troubleshoot it, and simply you can design it, right? So what is the tube seat? So simply see here, this one is your tube seat, but here you will not understood it. See here, this is the tube seat. Here you can say simply there is the one plate. Okay, that means it will be flange, means it will connect with your cells side. So what is happening here, these are the your tube seats. So what happens that in the sizing or in the heat exchanger design, we consider or we calculate these tubes, okay, or simply the number of tubes we calculate here. If you will see here, so this is the tube seat, right? This is the tube seat, and after that it will be connect. Okay, see here, it will be connect with the flange here, right? Or cover, you can say this is the cover, this is the cover, and it will be connect with this with the nut and bolt. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? Then your tube bundle with straight tubes. What is the meaning of tube bundles? Tube bundle means, see, these are your tube bundles. Okay, and how these tubes are arranged? These tubes are arranged in the U form. Okay, like this type. Here the tubes are like that, like that, right? So these are the tubes are arranged here. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? So simply see here, right? If you will see these arrangements, so simply you could understand it. Same, there is the tube seats. The tube seats are here, both will be flanged. These both will be connect together, okay, with the covers, so that it could make a one arrangement there. Okay, then comes the baffles. Okay, if we talk about the baffles, so could you let me in the comments box which type of the baffle, which type of the baffles are these? Can you let me in the comments box, because that is very important. And in the heat exchanger as well, there are the multiple pass of the heat exchanger as well, like 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, 4 pass, and it could be your tube side and it could be your cell side. That we will discuss in our upcoming videos. If you want that videos as soon as possible, please let me in the comments box so that I could make that videos, right? I am the process engineer by profession, and along with my job I make the videos for you. So if you will comment more and more, so I will make the videos for you, because it will give us the motivation, it will give the motivation to our team as well, right? So these are the baffles, mainly and if you will see here the systematic diagram, if you will see, so this black one is your baffles, this black one is your baffles, this black one is your baffles, and you will see that with the help of the baffles your fluid is going like that, your fluid direction is like that. So what will happen here, basically first of all it support your tubes, okay. Second thing is that you can simply see here, it first of all it help in the supporting, then it increase the heat transfer, and as more and more heat will be transferred, it is better for us, except some cases, right? But mainly what we want the more Q, okay. If the heat will be transferred more, so it is better for us. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? Then these baffles are used. So what these baffles do, they create the turbulence. As they create the turbulence, what they create? They create the turbulence. So as the turbulence creates, what happens that your heat transfer increases. Are you getting my point? So or simply they create the restriction to flow and heat transfer increases, right? And Q increases basically. So that is the use of the baffles. So that's all for the today's video. This was the very simple video, right? And I hope you understood something about the like tube bundles, tube seats, cell, tube side, okay. And simply if I talk about the how to calculate the heat transfer load, so if you will see, there is a very simple equation, that is mCp delta T. This is the one equation which you have studied in the thermodynamics as well. This equation is mainly used, and also we use the LMTD as well, that we are going to discuss in our upcoming videos. And you will also see that there are two types of the fluids, hot fluid and cold fluid. And we also know that in our system, let's suppose if we give the heat, so if it will reject some heat, then the surrounding will gain that heat, right? That we assume. So what will happen, that your QH will be equal to the QC, because if it is rejecting the heat, so your cold fluid is like absorbing that heat if you simply neglect the losses. So what will happen, that simply you have to relate with these equation, and you may simply calculate the so many uncalculated variables there. Are you getting my point? So that is the calculation part that we are going to discuss in our upcoming videos. In this video, my purpose was simply to introduce you about the what is heat exchanger, what is the cell and tube heat exchanger, what is the purpose of the heat exchanger. You will see that in the industry we use the heat exchanger to cold the fluid, to hot the fluid, to generate the steam, okay. That is very important equipment, mechanical equipment which we use in the industry, right? So that's all for the today's video. If you have any doubt in this video, please let me in the comments box so that I could clear your doubt as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning.